Hey there, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into the Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown demo, the latest installment in the Test Drive Unlimited series that's got everyone buzzing. In case you're unaware, a demo was released for Steam users on PC. So for this video, I will get into what I love, what I loathe, and what has me a little bit worried about this open world racing game. First up, the open world map is a stunner. It's like someone took the best bits of paradise, threw in some nice roads and said go nuts. The detail of this 1-to-1 scale replica of Hong Kong is jaw-dropping. From the bustling cityscapes to the serene countryside, you'll find yourself getting lost just cruising around, which is half the fun in an open world racer. As a large open world to get lost in was always a strong suit of TDU games of old, I'm happy to say that this is back better than ever. The graphics I really like. Although not on par with GT7 on photorealism, the shading and lighting effects really improve the look of the game itself. It even makes you feel like you're driving through a real world postcard. Although the game may look flat in some areas and the character designs are a bit questionable, the reflections and textures are all top notch, and it's clear that the devs put a lot of love into making this world look as realistically and beautiful as possible. Who doesn't love a good dealership crawl? The shops and dealerships in TDU Solar Crown are like candy stores for car enthusiasts. The attention to detail in these environments makes car shopping almost as fun as the racing itself. Like past TDU games, you have to explore for wrecks, collectibles and new roads to find special prizes, cash rewards and areas to fast travel to. The game has potential oozing out of every pixel. The framework is there for something truly epic. From the various driving disciplines to the social aspects, Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown is shaping up to be a racer's dream, if it can live up to its promise. Now that we have the positives out of the way, let's move on to what I don't like and what is beginning to make me worry about this game. The car list is all over the place. Some of the new additions are fantastic, but then you get slapped in the face with some relics that should have stayed in the past. Driving certain cars you know are only here because of Test Drive Unlimited 2 is a bit worrying, but you would expect them to build the models from the ground up, right? Speaking of old cars, some of the older models in TDU2 are still hanging around and showing their age. The 2009 Nissan GTR and Mercedes SLK 55 AMG look like they've been thrown in a blender. They're completely out of proportion and stick out like a sore thumb in a game that otherwise looks so good. As someone who has spent quite some time with 3D modelling and the shoe, these models desperately need a facelift, and in my personal opinion, using 3D models that are at least 13 years old, that haven't been scanned properly but rather image modelled, which is very old technology, is borderline unacceptable. Don't you remember what happened to Forza Motorsport? They were crucified for their ancient models, and I think that Test Drive Unlimited might get the same treatment. And then there are the networking issues. If I had €1 for every time I got booted from a session or lagged out of mid-race, I could have probably bought a real Nissan GTR. The multiplayer aspect needs serious work if this game's going to hold up in the long run, especially when it's, oh yeah, this game is online only. Can we not just leave online only games in the 2010s? I honestly think that an offline single player mode is a must have in modern day games. It will improve overall game performance, allow for more details in the map such as more cars and NPC pedestrians, and it will allow the player to play the game longer. The servers also need to be in excellent shape and locked and loaded come launch in September. Performance wise, it's a mixed bag. On higher settings, the game chokes harder than a frat boy at a cake party. Even on lower settings, the FPS drops are noticeable. Optimization needs to be a key priority if they want this game to run smoothly come launch. The physics are generally solid but need some fine tuning. The way cars handle curbs can be a bit janky, and sudden oversteer can ruin your day faster than a speed trap. Don't ask me how I know. A bit more polish here would go a long way in making the driving experience feel more natural and enjoyable. One of Solar Crown's strongest suits so far has been its map, but it's also a weak point. It is generally amazing and very easy to get lost in. However, there's absolutely nothing going on in it. We have no NPC players walking around, and it just doesn't seem to have anything going on in it. It feels like you're alone in a post-apocalyptic world. Although I think we will get more traffic, I still don't think that this will be enough. and too much pressure on an online server with players. This further strengthens my argument for an offline mode. So what's the verdict of Test Drive Unlimited Solo Crown? I believe this game has great potential and I really want it to succeed. I've even pre-ordered it. The open world is gorgeous and there's lots to love, but the issues, especially the outdated car models, networking problems, lifeless map and optimization woes, could potentially derail its launch. And let's be real here, we've all seen enough botched launches in modern day to last a lifetime. If the devs can iron out all the wrinkles before the September release, we might just have a winner on our hands. Otherwise, it could be another case of what could have been. So what do I think? Test Drive Unlimited Solo Crown needs to get fixed before launch. I believe the old car model should be replaced with fresh new ones come launch. Optimization, of course, needs to be a top priority. And finally, the addition of an offline mode would be absolutely perfect. I know the devs are watching these videos and they're responding on Reddit, so please, please, please give the people what they want. And that's it from today's review. Drop a comment and share your thoughts on Test Drive Unlimited Solo Crown. And while you're down there, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Hit that bell icon too so you never miss an update. Thank you guys all so much for watching and hope to see you all very soon.